Hi all, and welcome to the second episode of the Burrow Podcast. My name is Luca, and I'm joined here with Cody as well as Zane. Two of our other members, CJ and Ruben, were unfortunately unable to be with us today. Today, we're going to be touching on some topics such as the new Papua New Guinea team, as well as some upcoming games such as Magic Round, Perth, and the Charity Shield for our pre-season games, and some topics regarding players such as the new Jayden Sullivan signing the other day. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, we'll talk about the Papua New Guinea team first, if that's all right. So, what do you guys think when it was first announced from a supporter's perspective?
Yeah, I might start on this one. Yeah, I shouldn't say disappointed because I'm excited that we're going to have an even amount of teams again, but I was just like, why Papua New Guinea though? Like, I know they love their footy over there, but I just don't think this is the right time for them to be receiving a team. I feel like there's other places such as Perth, maybe a second New Zealand team that probably would have been better off. Like Papua New Guinea, I just don't see how this is going to be a successful franchise unless, they can somehow come up with systems that are going to bring players over there. Because I don't think there's going to be many marquee sort of players who are going to want to sign there, such as like Cleary, Latrell. I just don't think they're going to get people of that name to want to go there. Maybe some old faces like who are at the end of their careers might go there for a cheap deal, and maybe some young guns looking for an opportunity. But apart from that, I'm just like, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see and what they do with it.
Yeah, I think one big issue is definitely safety over there, especially for a lot of players.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, what do you think about it, Cody, when it got announced?
Yeah, so as soon as I found it got announced, we're like, oh boy, the safety and well-being for people that want to go over there to watch the footy from supporters' point of view, it's not going to be good. But yeah, sure, Papua New Guinea, it is good to have a new team finally announced, but Papua New Guinea was probably not the best option. I mean, we had other options to go. We had like Perth, even another Queensland team, South Australia team, or hell, even a South Island across New Zealand for a second New Zealand team. But honestly, they've got a few years to get this sorted. They've got 4 years. They will enter in 2028, but it's probably not the best time. I mean, sure, PNG, their national sport is rugby league, the only country in the world that their national sport is rugby league. But
absolutely, it's treated like religion over there. You should see it. When players go there, they are like gods.
As we're seeing with our as we're seeing with our Pacific Island games.
Very much.
And so I think it's just not the right time for a new team there, but we'll see how it goes, and be interesting to see if any marquee players get signed.
Yeah,
I agree. We'll have to see which big name signs it. I'm sure someone will, but I'll be shocked if they can pull out like a spectacular top name player.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. All right, so talk about some upcoming games now. One of them, the Charity Shield, one of our pre-season games we always look forward to this year in Mudgee instead of Cogra, where it was this year. What do you guys think about that?
Made the return.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mudgee seems to be the new home of the Charity Shield, in my opinion. Well, it's just the home of the Charity Shield. We've played there, most of our games there for the last 10 years. I think we had one game in Wollongong. We had one game at Cogra. I think we played a few at Accor a couple of times. But, as of recently, most of the games have been at Mudgee, apart from last year, which I just feel like should just stay there because it's always a great day out for the people who do go there. And we win pretty much most of them. I should say not all of them, but most of them by a pretty decent margin. So, yeah, good to see it back there.
Yeah. What about you, Cody?
What do you think about it?
Yeah, Charity Shield, one of our annual pre-season games that we always look forward to. We have been dominating the Dragons ever since like 2015 around there. When was our last draw, and we've won like 9 of our last 10 against them. Only 2022 we lost to them. It does suck. Yes, it's gone back to where it's been in Mudgee since 2018, but obviously due to where the Rabbitohs were going to Vegas a few weeks earlier. But it is what it is, and look forward to watching the Charity Shield 1 week exactly after my birthday. So after
Okay.
I
Yeah,
turned
nice.
23, so
That's
very
right.
early or a very late birthday present, rather.
There you go.
Is anyone here going to be heading out to Mudgee for it?
Oh, look, I'll
I'm
have,
50. I'm 50-50 on that at the moment.
yeah, I'm about the same.
Yeah,
I have to see how I go. Yeah, do we
it's a
get
long drive out there, but could be
yeah
worth it.
yeah do we get tickets as members or we do, don't we? Using
I'm
our
pretty sure we probably
yeah.
will.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
that's all
pretty
right.
sure we do.
That's all right.
Hmm.
So some big games for the regular season. One of them being Magic Round. Any of you guys heading up there?
Yeah, you go first here, Cody.
Yeah, I will be going to Magic Round. This will be my 3rd year in a row. I've gone to Magic Round. I've been going since 2023, and every year's just gotten better. And I mean, obviously, who we're playing, not the team I thought we would play, but I guess you have to play someone. I mean, obviously, unless you want to get the bye, but obviously you don't want that.
I don't want that.
And we're playing the 3 o'clock slot. Not the first time we played a 3 o'clock for Magic Round. I think a few years back we played the Warriors at that time slot. I think that was 22. I think we played.
Yeah, I remember that game. Oof, nearly blew it
But
in the end.
yes, quite expensive to go up. But I've got my accommodation. I've got tickets sorted. Now it's just the flights to sort out. And yep, so another very exciting time to look forward to this year. Next year,
So,
rather.
certainly is. What about you, Zane? Are you thinking about heading up or?
Yeah, I'm very 60-40 about it. 60% not going, 40% am going. It's purely for the fact that I haven't booked accommodation or tickets as of yet, or even flights, which, as time goes on, they're just going to go even more expensive. So if I want to go, I should probably book it now. But,
It's
I just don't know
it's
where
all
I'm going to be financially by that time. I'll be coming back from overseas just beforehand. So most likely not, but I'd love to get up there. I've never been to Magic Round before. It's something I really want to do one year.
Here's the motto. You always book your tickets early when it's Magic
Yes,
Round because they
I
sell
know.
out.
I know.
I wouldn't be
Because I'm looking at
surprised
the
if it's already
prices now. I'm
sold.
like, my goodness.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I
surprised
Yeah,
don't
if it's
think
already
that
sold
it'll
out.
be sold out. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's only early.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we're playing the Knights in a day game. They like to throw the ball around. We like to throw the ball around. So I'm expecting probably very high-scoring games. Suncorp Stadium daytime, it's a very dry track. So we'd have to, hopefully it's not raining. But, it's a very long time ahead before we have to worry about that. But should still be an entertaining game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
certainly
looking
will.
at the Knights next year, they look to be a good
Yeah.
team, but
Don't know
we'll
what
see
to
how they
expect
go.
from them. Especially if Ponga can stay on the field. They could push for the 8 again. But, yeah, we'll have to see how both of us are going by that point. I'm predicting we're going to be on a roll by that point. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah,
So,
can only hope.
yes, it'll be good. Good to see where we are by May.
Yeah, another game to look forward to during the season is Perth against the Cowboys. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not expect to play the Cowboys there. That's what I'll say. I was expecting like the Warriors, maybe the Storm, maybe the Sharks again, but now I saw Cowboys. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but I think it's a good matchup. I think Cowboys going over there. I don't think they've been there before. I don't remember them ever playing there, but like that'll be an exciting game, especially it being a doubleheader at the great Optus Stadium, which is just looks incredible. Like I'd love to get over there one day, but I'll be over in Vietnam by that point, so I'll be watching it in some Vietnamese bar over there.
Right.
What about you guys? Are you guys
and
going to be flying over?
yep, I will be going over to Perth. The furthest that anyone is going to be going this season, because obviously it's on the other side of the country. 5-hour flight, and not recommended driving because it'll take you 2 to 3 days,
definitely not.
even non-stop. But yes, playing against the Cowboys, it's an interesting matchup. I've got a mate of mine who's actually supporter of the Cowboys, and he's going to the game as well. So it's going to be very exciting. And me and Lee Sharks beforehand, out on the beaches over there. I mean, it does make sense because Perth is on the beach as well. At least I think so.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I thought we could have played. I thought we would have played like the Warriors as we used to play against them at the HBF Stadium before the stadium opened up in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, other than that, it'd be very exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't play in Perth last year, did we?
That was the year
This
before.
year, no, but
23.
23
23
years.
was the last one, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That was
No
against the
wonder why we
Sharks.
weren't there last year.
Yeah, and for your supporters, we're going to be in the Rabbitoh Supporters Bay for both of those games. And Cody, you can tell us what bays were in specifically, if you like.
So for Magic Ground, Bay 331. And for Perth, Bay 136 and 137. So get your tickets as soon as you can because they will sell out quick.
There you go. All right. So talk about some players. So the recent signing of Jayden Sullivan. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, when I read the news that we'd done medical on him and that we were signing, I was just like, what? Like, where's this come from? I thought he had a long-term deal at the Tigers, but it turns out I think they're splitting his salary. I think Tigers are paying half of it. We're paying half of it. Don't think it was on big money at the Tigers, so probably a very cheap deal for us. But, he's a very exciting player. I think he has a lot of potential. I just don't think he's been at the right clubs yet to reach his full potential. And I think under the great Wayne Bennett, it could be a great opportunity for him. Even though I don't think he's going to be a key player in a starting side, I feel like he's going to just come in whenever he's needed. Like if we got an injury or suspension or, for whatever reason he needs to come into that side and play 14 or in the halves.
Yeah, very handy to have. Yeah, what about you, Cody? What do you think of his signing?
Yeah, very, very unexpected signing. I never thought we'll get another half, considering how many halves we've already got and can use at 5'8" and at halfback as well. But I think for Sullivan, I think he does have a bright future. Obviously, he's not being utilised well at the Tigers at the moment. And splitting the contract, so he's with us for next season and could sign with another season with us, and then 27 he goes back to the Tigers or something that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he's got the option that he can go back to the Tigers in 26 if he'd like to.
I believe so, yeah.
I think that's correct.
Right.
I think he won't be used much. I think he'll just be brought in like when it's origin period or if we have injury as well.
Yeah, certainly. Very, very handy player to have. Someone that can play. Very versatile. Yeah. Speak about Ewan Aitken. His injury the other day, him having to get surgery. It's going to be a bit of a big loss to the team, I think. We're going to be struggling a bit on forwards, I think. But what about you guys? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, jeez, players getting injured already, but I believe he'll be back round 5, I read, so back for the derby.
Yeah.
It'll be good. I'm excited for Ewan Aitken. I've always loved him since he was at the Dragons. I found him so underrated. I'm like, now that we've signed him, I'm like, oh, wow. It's good and he's developed into a gun as well. Like, he used to start as just a solid centre, but now he can play back row. He can play pretty much anywhere. I feel like you throw him in the halves, he'll do a job as well. So, big loss to start the year because we're also going to be missing Murray and we're also going to be missing AJ. So... But I hope these guys come back sooner than later.
Yeah, certainly. What about you, Cody?
Yeah, I mean, it does suck that we've lost Ewan Aitken. He came from the Dolphins, done a well-done job, even under Bennett up there as well. And, I mean, it does suck with injuries, but now we're down another forward. But hopefully he can come back into the side very early on after missing the first few games. And... where he will play, I reckon he'll probably play off the bench, to start with when he comes back. Yeah. And then he'll get more involved throughout the season if he stays healthy. But
I reckon, in general, he'll wear our number 12 jersey as a second rower.
Yep.
Especially when we're fully fit. I think it'll be Koloamatangi 11, Ewan Aitken 12, Cameron Murray back at 13.
And what about Arrow?
Jai Arrow, I'd play off the bench and play him in the middle. Or even start him in number 8 or number 10. I like Jai Arrow better as a middle forward than I do on the edge. So I just feel like he's got that grunt and aggression, which I feel like we're probably our weakest asset next year. So I think Jai Arrow is going to be in for a massive season.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I think that just about wraps us up for today. Talking about all the topics. I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas for all you watching. Thanks for tuning in. The second episode of the Burrow Podcast. We'll be back in the new year. Hopefully January or something like that. Yeah, close to the season.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.